I want to normalize the act of showing up for ourselves even when it doesn't look perfect. By the time you guys see this, it will be exactly 50 days until summer. If you've been struggling with getting motivated or staying motivated, I have something for you that will hopefully motivate you and encourage you to show up for yourself daily and actually see some kind of results at the end. It's time to lock in.
When they say she I guess you wonder where I've been. I search to find the love within. I came back to let you know not a thing for you, and I can't blame you. My friends wonder what is wrong with me when I'm in a daze from your love. See, I came back to let you know, got a thing for you, and I can't go. Some people go on the way.
I like that it's for 12 minutes.
But they may never find what they dream of. What you won't do.
Alexa, turn your alarm off.
You tried everything, but you won't give up. And in my world, only you make me do something when I would not do. Now my friends wonder what is wrong with me when I'm in a day when your love sees.
What's going on, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Bree. I am your Gen Zennial bestie, your virtual sis working to successfully navigate her 20s in an attempt to thrive in her 30s. And what thriving in my 30s looks like for me is just becoming someone that I am inspired by now. If that aligns with anything that you want to do for yourself, please do yourself a favor and like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you do not miss what I got coming for you guys, because I am literally so excited for what's to come. Lots of wonderful, motivating, and encouraging content coming your way. So yeah, you guys definitely don't want to miss it. I really, really, really hope that you stick around. And for those who are reoccurring, you already know the vibes. So today is Monday, April 28th, but by the time you see this, it will be Thursday, May 1st. And while it is Monday, I was feeling very much Monday-like. I transparently did not wake up in my own bed. I was at my boyfriend's house, so my morning routine looked a little bit different. I overslept like 30-40-ish minutes, where I typically have a 5 a.m. morning routine, and I try to start off the week strong. Sometimes, you know, that Monday be giving Monday, and I like to keep it a stack with y'all. So the fact that I didn't wake up at 5 a.m. sharp, and the fact that I wasn't in my bed and didn't do my 5-step skincare routine before the gym and all of that jazz, I still made an effort to show up for myself in some capacity. I went to the gym, I had my Bible time, I made myself a balanced breakfast, and I got to work. It is now like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I had a full day of work since you guys saw me this morning. But I wanted to make sure that I still picked up the camera and recorded today, because I want to normalize the act of showing up for ourselves even when it doesn't look perfect. Even when it's not super aesthetic, I want us to get in the habit of creating healthy habits, creating routines that last. And my 5 a.m. morning routine is pretty consistent for me. So waking up 30 minutes late, does that mean I literally woke up and thought to myself, I already overslept 30 minutes. I might as well just sleep till 6:30. And I was like, I'm up thinking about it, I might as well just get up. Like, I'm trying to talk myself into laying back down and like cuddling with my boyfriend, but why? Why? I might as well get to it. I think that that's something that we genuinely should all try to collectively work on, because when you mess up a little bit, it's easy to just kind of chalk it entirely. Oh, I'll start tomorrow. Oh, I'll start later. I already ate something bad. I might as well just go get dessert and whipped cream and ice cream and throw it on top with a little sprinkle and a little cherry. It's okay. Like, if you make one mistake, it doesn't mean you need to go the full route and just completely undo all of the hard work that you've done. You literally can just make that mistake and correct it and continue moving on. So if I wake up late, I'm still gonna make sure I make it to the gym. It's 30 minutes late, I'll be all right. Even if I woke up at 7, I'm still going to try to make a way to show up for myself in some capacity before getting into my workday and making sure that I am as productive as I possibly can. So that's something that I wanna make sure that we are all on the same accord with, and I have a super fun, cool, and exciting way for us all to be on that journey together. A way for us to show up for ourselves and to show up for one another, a way that we could hold each other accountable, and a way that we could just go into the summer feeling like I want to go into the summer seeing some results. I want to go into the summer feeling like that girl, feeling like my hard work is paying off. And if you feel that way too, I implore you to participate in my 50-day summer glow up challenge. I'm literally like excited, but at the same time I'm a little bit nervous just because I've never done anything like this before. But by the time you guys see this, it will be dropping not only on the first of the month, which is like, okay, who doesn't want to start a new challenge of some sort at the beginning of the month, but it will also be exactly 50 days until summer. May 1st, the day that you're watching this, or maybe you'll see it after May 1st. I really don't even care. Whenever you see this video, know that it's time to lock in. If you've been struggling to show up for yourself in any capacity, whether that is getting your body right, getting your mind right, getting your spirit right, being more productive. If you've been struggling with getting motivated or staying motivated, whether it's because you haven't seen the results that you thought you were going to, or maybe haven't seen them in the time frame that you thought that you wanted to, maybe you're just in a slump and you're struggling to get out of it, or you are having trouble with being disciplined. Whatever the case is, this is the sign that you needed to get up and do something about the way that you've been feeling. I have something for you that will hopefully motivate you and encourage you to show up for yourself daily and actually see some kind of results at the end. I am going to start a series dedicated to a 50-day summer glow up challenge. Now, I spoke about putting a timestamp on things in a previous video of mine, and I still stick by those views. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, go back and watch that video. 10 out of 10 recommend. Essentially, who does not want to get snatched by the summer? We all want to see physical results. However, there are internal glow ups that I think we can work on. There are mindset shifts that I feel like are necessary in order to actually see those physical glow ups, those body goals actually come into fruition. We have to make a lot of changes, and I truthfully believe that if you dedicate yourself to 50 days, this isn't a 75 hard, and there's no shade to the 75 hard people, because I love a good little 75 hard, 75 soft. But the glow up challenge isn't going to be a situation where we pick 5 different things that we have to make sure that we do every single day for 75 days. The 50-day summer glow up challenge is finding a way to give yourself some sort of effort daily. The same way that I started off my day, not quite at 5 a.m., but still kind of early, not lifting in the gym, but still made it to the gym. Like, does this make sense? I don't want to normalize like mediocrity, but instead what we're normalizing is effort. We are showing up for ourselves. So what I would like for you to ask yourself, if you are considering getting into this summer glow up challenge, you're like, listen, I have these results that I've been dying to see, whether they are mental, physical, financial, spiritual. You have something you've been working on or anxiously wanting to see change in your life, and you're sick of it not changing. We're gonna dedicate 50 days to making that shape, whatever that is. So if you're considering participating in this challenge, this is what I want for you to ask yourself. I actually suggest doing this as a journal prompt as well. If all your goals were accomplished, how would you carry yourself? What does that person, that version of you look like? If you've been really working towards losing weight, the healthy version of yourself, what does that look like? How does she carry herself differently than you do now? If you've been working to have a better relationship with God, what does that version of yourself do that your current version doesn't. Same thing goes for whatever your goal is. If you've been really struggling to build up your savings or get your credit right, what does a girl who, or a man who has really good credit and a nice size saving account do that you currently do not? That is what I want you to ask yourself and write down on some kind of piece of paper, right? Boom. Step 2, what you're gonna do is ask yourself, what can I tangibly work on now? Physically, actively work on. If you say, oh, the higher version of myself makes $300K a year, you can't just snap your fingers and make that happen, but you can probably actively work on whatever business it is that you believe is going to take you to that type of salary or that type of income. Sure. Something that is in your control is what I want us to make sure that we're writing down for step number 2. So for me, for the things that I know that I want to work on, they include being in good shape. I want to feel comfortable in my body, feel comfortable in my clothes, and feel better. Like less bloated, less gassy, less lethargic. Like I want to feel better and I want to look better. And that's something that I can work on actively right now. As far as my channel goes, I do aspire to have 500 subscribers by the end of this challenge. And what that would do for me is get me halfway toward my goal of becoming monetized, because all you need is 500, y'all, and I'm at like 3 something. So that is something that I can actively work on. I can't give myself subscribers, but I can contribute to my channel more consistently. I can make sure that I'm promoting and that I'm posting and using shorts and all of these different things. I can make sure I remain consistent and maybe add to my contribution to the platform. So essentially, once you put together that list of things that you can actively work toward to close that gap between your current self and your higher self, we are going to dedicate 50 days, the 50 days that we have until summer, to putting our effort in closing that gap. We are going to contribute to that goal for 50 days straight. And while I may have said a few things that my higher self has that my current self might not, and your list might look long, it might look short, it could be different for everyone, I primarily want us to try to focus on not like 17 things. That can definitely give that 75 hard esque difficulty. What I really want us to work on in this challenge is to make sure that it is sustainable. Whatever it is that you're working on, I want you to be able to give some type of effort toward it daily for 50 days. So if you are not someone that has ever gone to the gym, deciding you're going to do the Stairmaster every day for 50 days might be a stretch. Maybe let's go to the gym every day for 50 days. And then what you do in there, we'll figure that out. But making the active attempt to just go. For me, I know I want to try to do 10K steps a day. It's something I've already kind of started to do, but there's been a few days where I haven't done it. And I feel like walking is such a slept on easy way to improve your health in so many different ways. I've grown to love it a little bit, so I want to make an active attempt out of doing that daily and seeing what it can do for both my body, my mental health, all of that. Another large part of this challenge is it might not be tackling every single thing on that list of the gap between your current self and your higher self. Every single thing on that list might not be able to get tackled, but if you build the habit of doing something for yourself daily, you will then get to the end of the 50 days and it will, hopefully, ideally, it won't become a challenge anymore. It will become a habit. That is the goal. Walking 10,000 steps will be my norm. I won't even have to be checking the steps count and be like, yo, am I at 10K yet? Am I at 10K yet? By the end of this challenge, my body's gonna be so used to doing a mile and a half in the morning, a mile and a half in the evening. My body is gonna be feeling weird when I don't walk. I'm gonna be walking for no reason. The car gonna be getting dusty because I'm a walking behind girl. Like I'm just walking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Eating healthy, I don't know about the 50 days, but Monday through Friday, I'm going to genuinely do my best to minimize added sugar as much as possible. It's not a super strict 75 hard no added sugar for 50 days. That's a bit much for me. I'm telling y'all, if your goal that you're setting is not practical, it will not be sustainable. The point of this challenge is not to push yourself to the brink. It is to show up for yourself. So lately, I have been making the habit of tracking my intake using my FitnessPal. I am counting my calories. I'm growing to actually like it. I'm learning so much more about what it is that I'm putting into my body and how much sugar is in it, how much protein is in it, and it's crazy. I weigh my food now. It's definitely different, but I don't want to fall out of that habit, especially as we get closer to the summer. And that's another large part of why I want to do this summer glow up challenge and why I think it would be beneficial for us to do it together, is because as we we get closer to the summer, it's easy for us to fall off of our goals. The midday happy hours are afoot. I feel it. I know it, and I understand it. And there are going to be some times where I just have to say no. There are going to be different vacations, trips, friends coming to town, cookouts, barbecues. Like, it is literally the perfect time for you to fall off of your goals. But if you make a challenge, your challenge, into your habit by the time we start the summer, my hope is that your new healthy habit will be able to be sustained throughout the entire summer. You can go to your barbecues and your cookouts and your vacations and learn how to consume in moderation, learn how to spend in moderation, learn how to pick and choose your outings where it doesn't conflict with your spiritual goals. Like, whatever it is that you have that you're working toward, I want you to be able to carry it out through the summer. So we're going to take this time, these 50 days before the summer, to build that up, to flex that muscle, and to get where we want to be, to practice to become the person that we want to be. And hopefully by the start of the summer, we're going to see some of those results, whether that's your bank account growing, the credit score going up, the waist slimming, the abs abbing, like whatever it is that you have set out for yourself. I have the utmost amount of faith that we are going to see some results at the end of these 50 days. So if this sounds like something that you want to do with me, which I hope it is, let me know in the comments what it is that you are going to be dedicating yourself to doing for the next 50 days. And I also want to preface this by saying, if you see this video on May 5th, on May 3rd, on May 14th, like whenever it is that you see the video, hop on in it, mama. Hop on in it. Like, do it. At the end of the day, the beginning of summer is June 20th or 21st. So we're gonna tap back in at the end of this series. And what I would love to do is some type of giveaway of some sort. If you are participating and you are starting from the beginning, all I ask is that you like and comment on every video part of this series. I'm calling this series Let's Lock In because I want to do it with y'all. So I feel like we can take these 50 days to lock in for whatever the goal is that we have for ourselves. By the summer, we're going to be seeing some results. So I'm hoping that you guys can give me a like and also show me in the comments what you're going to be working on for the next 50 days straight as we get to the start of summer. And especially if I get to my 500 subscribers, I'm going to pick a solid like 1 to 3 people to do a giveaway for, because I really am adamant about building a community with you guys. I want to do the challenge with y'all, and I want it to be a journey that we can all collectively be a part of. So that's my genuine hope for this challenge and for this channel in its entirety. So I really hope that you guys do it with me. And yeah, I look forward to seeing what the start of the summer it's gonna give once we eat up these goals, honey. I can't wait. I really can't wait. So thank you again for watching this video and for sticking around. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. I can't wait to see what goals y'all are going to be working toward as we approach the start of the summer. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.